Kahala yaHAWAH, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakaha Kwadash. Our double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. And also shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. um, Lord willing, this is going to be a video where we at least start going into um, the name of the Almighty, which is yaHAWAH. All right, and this world's understanding of it, but what the true understanding and knowledge of this name is, okay, of his name is, all right, yaHAWAH, which means he to be, or he exists, or he is, okay. Yah is he, and then Hawa, to be, or exists, or is, okay. But before we start, uh um, so me being new in this, um I've been granted with the gift of coming into the truth, okay. Having the men of the Lord put in front of me to learn from, uh, um, and been granted enough of an eye salve to, okay. So when you come into the truth of the scriptures, okay, it doesn't change the world. It everything is still the way yaHAWAH um, made it to be, okay. So in that sense, things are going to still be, wickedness is still going to come. Uh, well, for instance, this thing is sweet, and then it gets bitter. Okay, it's nice knowing, and there is no better thing to know that the Lord actually chose a people. Okay, and that you are more than likely a part of that people that He chose. Okay, I mean, we don't know who the chosen are. When I say the chosen, I mean the elect and the remnant. Okay, but we know who the people are. It's Israelites. All right. So there's nothing better than to know that, because the whole world would want to be in that position. Okay? Even Esau wants his birthright back. Okay, he wants his cake and he wants to eat it too. Okay, he can't even have that. So if he has to be destroyed, then so does everyone else, is his thinking, it seems. Okay, especially Jacob. Okay, but it doesn't change the world, as in takes away the wickedness that we see and that we feel around us. As a matter of fact, it it makes it seem like the world is closing in on you. Okay. Uh, so yes, we recognize there's blessings everywhere. Okay, from the Lord. All right, blessings that people don't recognize, blessings that people do recognize. Blessings are everywhere. Okay. Um, so there are many reasons to be uh, joyful. Okay. Uh, being in the truth or having this truth in you. But there are also many reasons to be vexed, aggravated in the way things are going. Not in the way things are going, but the way people are still rebelling against the ways and the teachings, the true ways and teachings of the Lord. All right. And not to say that we were perfect. Okay. So this is not in a this is not in the sense of I'm perfect now and I can't stand anything else. Okay. Um, this is in a sense of the Lord has brought us a little bit closer to Him. Okay. Like I said, we don't know yet who are the chosen. All right. Um, but it makes the world more clear, man. And it's not always uh, something to be happy about. For instance, we're going into the name. Okay. There are people who have learned the name and more. Okay. And more, which all has to do with the name. I mean, all of his works has to do with his name. All right, they are tied together. All his works and his name are tied together. Okay, as is yaHAWAH's. Okay, so but what I'm saying is, there's people in this truth who know or have known the name. Okay, and know it. And yes, maybe the Lord has well, if it has been taken away from him, the Lord took it away. But it doesn't mean that we have to be happy with seeing that. All right, thy Lord's will be done. Most definitely. I mean, things are going to go the way that they are going to go, and none of this is surprising. But still, that doesn't mean that we have to be happy, or that doesn't mean that we are going to be happy in seeing these things. And me being new and seeing it, I can imagine how someone who has has uh, more experience in the truth, and who has stuck by the truth since their awakening, uh, whether it be 20, 30, 40 years. Okay, I can imagine how vexed it may make them. Okay, but even me being new, it it's unsettling. All right, and so we know, or I'm not going to keep saying we, me. I know that things have to go this way. They are told that they are going to go this way. People rebelling, people getting hold of the truth just to make money, gain their own fame and glory. Okay, women just to gain women. Um, many reasons. Some that I probably can't even think of, man. Just many wicked reasons. Okay, but outside of the ones who are on that side, there are still some in this truth who maybe are teaching the right name. Okay, they have this knowledge even more so than I. Okay, and to not speak on these things daily, even if it is something that you spoke on before. Right, if these things are still going on, you can still speak on what you see, what the Lord has shown you, the truth of it. All right, to have this knowledge and to not speak on things daily, at least once, All right, because Lord, okay, I don't know what the Lord would have me do if I had more knowledge and wisdom and understanding. I'm not saying the possibility of him bugging me out wouldn't be there. I'm not saying the possibility of him taking um, his name away from me wouldn't be there. But just to be in the where I'm at right now, all right, and Lord willing, he doesn't take the spirit away from me. Just the wanting to know more, knowing that I have a need to know more. Like it's not a want anymore. And this is there's nothing else that compares to this. All right, so I want to grow in the knowledge. This thing keeps. There's so much in these pages. There's so much in these words. All right. But you do have to put the work in. Okay, to realize things. All right. But I can't imagine having 20 plus years in this, or over 5 years in this. All right, and not speaking on this daily. I just can't imagine that. Before I was in the truth, or before the truth came to me, I wasn't too comfortable being a yes man, or really having yes men around me. Um, uh, it's just never been a comfortable place or a comfortable thought in my head to have a yes man, or to imagine what being a yes man is like. All right. Um, and just hanging out with people just because other people find them to be popular. All right. I never knew what that was like. People who I genuinely uh, spoke with for the most part and was around, I was trying to learn something from them. Okay, to grow in some way. And before the truth, it was in more than likely a wicked way. All right, but still, I wasn't really around them just to be around them. Okay. But to each his own. The Lord made everyone exactly the way that they are. Okay. Everything is a filtering mechanism. Okay. Um, Other beliefs, or since people like to take certain things out of the Bible, just certain little things, and claim they believe in it, but throw away the rest of it. I mean, they do the same thing with other beliefs too. All right, you just pick and choose what makes your life seem comfortable. It doesn't matter if it's the truth or not. All right, this is the truth. You have to take it or leave it. Um, and that is what the Lord is trying to tell. Um, was has been trying to get us to see. Okay, any way outside of His way is false. All right, and He put that false thing there. He willed it to be there as a filtering mechanism to weed out who is not His truly. All right. It's just a fearful and scary thing to see things through the lens that the Lord has given me thus far. All right, so it's a if I am one of the Lord's, what I'm saying, I'm not saying I fear these things like I'm afraid of them. It's just to see His work. Okay, to see His work is something to behold. Now I don't fear those things, but I do fear yaHAWAH. All right, yaHAWAH. Um, because He put the things there, and He made those people not be able to get past those things. All right, they're stuck. They're stuck. It's something to behold, man, when your eyes are open. Okay. So I just want to speak on people not. What are you doing with what you are learning, or are you learning? Are you growing in spirit, or are you just trying to gain some type of foothold in the world by being seen around certain people and uh, mocking certain people? All right, even on this channel, uh, I was gonna say Lord willing, He knows, but the Lord knows. All right, no one can fake it till you make it in here. So most of these videos go by notes that I've taken from my teachers, who I say are men of the Lord. All right. Uh, some of these notes are word for word. Now, am I mocking? Am I just mocking them, taking their words down and spitting them back out so that it may seem that I am the one who came up with all this? I'm not. All right. And I'm learning. I'm learning. I'm not just memorizing scriptures, man. Some I can recall, some I can't. Lord knows why certain scriptures stick, and I'm speaking for myself, all right? Lord knows why certain scriptures stick, and some I have yet to learn, all right? This is a process. Okay, yes, I would love to know, to hear and know these things and what they mean, everything, and to be able to tie every scripture to show how these things agree, just like I am fluent in their original languages, just like I have the mind of yaHAWAH and yaHAWASHI 100% with the scriptures. Okay, I would love to be able to do that. All right, but the Lord is working in His way, in His time. All right, Lord willing, I will know. Lord willing, He keeps His spirit on me, and I am a part of the remnant or the elect, but we won't know until the future. Okay, so I just want to speak on that really quick. I would hope, all right, I do hope that I keep growing in this thing and grow to the point to where I have this knowledge and do not hide it. Okay, let your light be let's get this scripture really quick. All right, this is Matthew 5. Man. always want to read more. All right, there's all right. I'll start at 14, and the point is in 16. This is Matthew 5:14. It says, "Ye are the light of the world. A city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house." All right, let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. All right, so when we that brought a couple things to mind. All right, let's go ahead and start with the first thing. All right, neither do men. This is verse 15 of Matthew 5. Neither do men light a candle and put it under a bushel, but on a candlestick, and it giveth light unto all that are in the house. All right. What house? Okay. All right. The house that serves the Lord. All right. This is Joshua 24. Joshua 24 and 14 and 15. All right. It reads, "Now therefore fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth." All right. Somebody who's just mocking, okay, is not doing that, is not serving him in sincerity. All right. If you're not growing in this, okay, you're not if you're not trying and attempting to grow in this, if you're not reading, studying, becoming a workman, okay, finding yourself wanting to speak about these things every day, wanting to speak about these things, not feeling like you have to speak about these things, like I gotta go make this video again, I gotta go do this again. That's what you're thinking in your head. It truly does not feel this way, man. All right, if there were more, which there just aren't. All right, there just aren't more men to speak about these things with on a daily basis. Okay, we are few and far between. But when you get a chance to speak about it, there's no other feeling like that. All right, but it does not feel like something that I have to do. Like going to work. It's a necessity, but I don't want to fucking do that shit, man. All right, that's something that I do, and I'm like, damn, I gotta go in here again, man. All right, it is a necessity, and I thank the Lord that that I at least have a job. Everything, it could be messed up out here. Okay, but when this truth comes, and you start envisioning what the kingdom is going to be like, and I'm not saying disregard what's coming before the kingdom. There are some bad times coming before the kingdom gets here. Some very, very bad times, and that's even an understatement. But when you start thinking about how the kingdom is going to be, right, and then you think you gotta you come back to reality and you clocking in, all right, that's a place. That's what I'm talking about. Feeling like if you feel like the truth and speaking on it is that type of feeling, all right, that's not really a good sign. So again, Joshua 24 and 14. Now therefore fear the Lord and serve him in sincerity and in truth, and put away the gods which your fathers served on the other side of the flood and in Egypt, and serve ye the Lord. All right, so this is talking about back then. All right, but you can apply this to now. All right, the things written aforetime were written for our learning. Okay, Joshua 24:15 now. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom ye will serve, whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites in whose land ye dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. All right, so when we learn this thing, okay, when we grow in spirit, that's that light on that candlestick that's growing. Okay, and we don't hide it. All right, we do not hide it. We light the house. We help to light the house. So back in Matthew 5 and 16 now. Let your light so shine before men that they may see your good works and glorify your Father which is in heaven. All right, so that 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 should have gathered those verses in a little bit tighter. What I mean by that is we don't learn, we don't grow in spirit, we don't light this house for our own good. We glorify the Lord, man. We glorify the Lord. Okay? Our time before waking up in this thing has come and it has gone. Okay? It has gone. We are new. Nothing is for our glory, if you can understand. All right? It is for the Lord's glory. Okay? It is to glorify him. It is for you to see his works, their works, excuse me, Yahawah and yaHAWAH. yaHAWAH Bahashem yaHAWAH. Okay? That is what this is about. Yes, he has the ones that he has chosen. Right? Yes. We play one of the main characters in the story. The main characters in Yahawah Bahashem yaHAWAH's love story. They love us, man. All right, but this is about them. Okay? All the things that both of them, all right, starting with Yahawah. Okay, and then he sent his son. What happened with him? All right, and the Lord planned all this. The Lord Yahawah, okay, planned all this from the beginning. Okay, and his son yaHAWAH had to walk the walk. And so do we. All right. All right. We do not hide this. Starting with the names, man. Who gave you the knowledge that you learned? All right, I mean, ultimately, Yahawah, Bahashem, yaHAWAH, Bahashem, Rakaha, Kwadash. You weren't back. Well, I wasn't going to say you weren't back then, but reincarnation is biblical. Okay, but you think that you did this and that you can do anything you want with what you are learning. That's not the case, man. Just like you can't eat what you want, you can't do everything that you want, especially with this truth. Okay? All right. So I can't remember where I was going with this. Maybe I already spoke on what I meant to speak on. Um, all right. Before we go into the names, I just landed on Matthew 5:3 and 4. All right. Blessed are the poor in spirit, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Okay. Verse 4, Matthew 5:4. Blessed are they that mourn, for they shall be comforted. Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. Blessed are they which do hunger and thirst after righteousness, for they shall be filled. Man. So, yeah, you can keep on reading Matthew 5. But we're going to go ahead and go into this, at least the beginning of the intro of notes. All right, taken uh, from a lesson that I had learned from one of my elders. I believe this was Elder Aramlab. Okay. His channel is GMS Infodoc or GMS Infodoc channel 13. All right, I think. Let me look. All right, give me a minute. Okay, hold on. GMS Infodoc channel 13, I think. Let me see. 12. GMS Infodoc channel 12. All right. It looks like this. Okay. Actually, let me go here. All right. So you're gonna do what you want. All I can do is ask you. Go there and listen. Go there and listen, man. Don't go there trying to put in your 2 cents. All right, go there and listen. All right, while you typing, you might miss something. All right, this truth is that intricate, man. Okay, make sure I'm using the right word there. All right, intricate.
Intricate. Intricate. Intricate.
All right, it says very complicated or detailed. All right, similar says complex, complicated. Um, let's see, what does it mean to be intricate? Having many complexly interrelating parts, elements, or considerations. Okay. Um, some common synonyms of intricate are complex, complicated. Okay. But now take this with a grain of salt, because if I can get this, all right, which everything is the Lord willing it, all right, it's the truth is simple, all right, but you can't be simple and think that you're going to understand this. All right, let's look up that word simple. Okay.
Simple. Simple.
Okay. It says easily understood or done, presenting no difficulty. All right. Definition 2. It says plain, basic, or uncomplicated in form, nature, or design, without much decoration or ornamentation. All right. Let me see. Again, what does it mean? What does simple mean in slang? It says lacking in intelligence, stupid, not socially or culturally sophisticated, naive, also credulous. And we went over that word before, credulous. Hold on. All right, credulous, having or showing too great a readiness to believe things. But what does the scripture say? All right, we just don't believe things. Believe me, we have faith. Okay, faith and hope. Okay, but we don't have a simple-minded man's belief, or uh, credulous thinking. Let me see. Um, all right, this is first. Hold on. First Thessalonians 5, and I'll start at 17, but the point is in 21. All right, First Thessalonians 5 and 17. Pray without ceasing. All right, everything, you should pray in everything, man. All right, you should pray persistently. All right. Um, verse 18, First Thessalonians 5 and 18. In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God in the Messiah, yaHAWAH, concerning you. All right. Verse 19. Quench not the spirit, despise not prophesying. All right. in verse 21 now, prove all things, hold fast that which is good. Okay. So, yeah, I don't even know how we got there. But, oh yeah, so the truth is simple. All right, but you cannot be simple and think that you're going to understand it. Okay. So let's go ahead and at least get through this intro of this video. Okay. My teacher had titled it the Tetragrammaton. Okay. So let's look this up. Tetragrammaton. All right. It reads, oh, here, let me show it to you first. Let me show you. Okay. All right, it reads, the Tetragrammaton is the four-letter Hebrew theonym, the name of God in the Hebrew Bible. The four letters written and read from right to left are yaHAWAH, he, wah, and he, okay, which is yaHAWAH, all right? So it's yaHAWAH, all right? It says the name may be derived from a verb that means to be, to exist, to cause to become, or to come to pass. All right, like we said, yaHAWAH is he exists, he to be, or he is. All right, so that was just a little thing on the Tetragrammaton. Anyway, it says as scholars pronounce the name Yahweh. All right, but these scholars do not and did not speak Hebrew. Okay, so we're gonna get a couple of precepts before the lesson starts. And what he went into was Jeremiah 6 and 16. Okay, this is Jeremiah 6. Let me read it in each Bible. This is again the 16:11. Let me go in here first, man. Jeremiah 6. Jeremiah 6, excuse me. Jeremiah 6 and verse 16. It reads, thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Okay? Let me check something out really quick. We spoke on this verse in, I think it was a two-part video on this channel. It was titled Clean Water, Dirty Drinkers. Okay, because this is the cleanest water on this earth. Okay, this right here, this knowledge. And even with saying that, all this polluted water out here, all right, I'd even rather drink that than drink the philosophies of these other people, these other nations. All right? I don't want any more of that shit, man. I don't want any more of it. All right, so I'm looking for the old ways. Okay? I'm praying for the old ways. Okay? And let me check this. Let me see what this says back here. Hold on. All right. So precept for Jeremiah 6 and 16 is Isaiah 8 and 20. All right, so let's read it. It says, oh, it says, to the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, okay, it is because there is no light in them. And that includes the name. If they tell you this, the name of the Savior, right, the name of the Messiah is Jesus, there's no light in them, man. If they say they don't believe in the Messiah, there's no light in them. If they tell you that the name of the Almighty is God, anything outside of yaHAWAH, there is no light in them. Okay? And you know that because, what did it say? To the law and to the testimony, if they speak not according to this word, it is because there is no light in them. And we are about to go through this and show you that the name is according to this word. All right? Not what the world has told you. Okay? Let's go to another precept of Jeremiah 6 and 16, which was, thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way, and walk therein? And ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. All right, and I'm tired of being on that side of saying that I will not walk therein, man. And here I am. And Lord will he keep me here, man. All right, let's go to Malachi 4 and 4, which is another precept, all right, for what we just read. All right, this is Malachi 4 and verse 4. It reads, remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel, with the statutes and judgments. Again, pointing to the old ways. Okay? Ask ye the old ways, or the old paths, excuse me. Luke 16 and 29. Let's see. Oh, I thought I had turned there. Luke 16, 29. He reads, Abraham saith unto him, they have Moses and the prophets, let them hear them. Okay? Where do we find what Moses and the prophets were talking about? Right here, man. Right here. All right? Let me make sure. Yeah, that was it. All right? This is where we find that. Man. Matthew 11 and 29. All right, Matthew 11:29 now. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. Okay? So this is where we find the truth to all things, man. All right? If the Lord wills it. All right? Through yaHAWAH, through the power, through the spirit and power of yaHAWAH and yaHAWAH. All right? We can hear and understand the truth through his men, through their men, um, and go search these things out, and grow in spirit. And Lord willing, be one of their men. All right. So the old paths. All right. Let's read that again. Jeremiah 6:16. Jeremiah 6 and verse 16. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths. Where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. All right, so the old paths, all right, are the paths of our forefathers. We have gone into every other old path but that of our own. All right, you done tried, well, yeah, you done tried as Israelites. We have been scattered everywhere, man. We walk, talk, look like, and worship like all of these other nations. Nothing has ever worked for us. We search out things when it comes to other nations and what they do. Okay? It's time to come back and search out your own, man. Search out your old past. All right? The one that the Lord wrote or set before you. All right? The old paths are the good way. We will find rest for our souls because this is where we belong. All right? This is where we belong. Instead of making some kind of spiritual gumbo, you want to take this from one nation, that from another, sprinkle a little bit from another. You're making some spiritual gumbo. And then it turns into something else the next day, and the day after that, and the day after that. Y'all got to be tired of doing that shit, man. All right, so the next precept he took us to was Job chapter 8. Job chapter 8, verses 8 through 10. All right, it reads, For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. Man, let's get this precept really quick. Deuteronomy 4 and 39. All right, Deuteronomy 4 and verse 39. Know therefore this day, and consider it in thine heart, that the Lord, he is God in heaven above, and upon the earth beneath. There is none else. I mean, the way the Lord puts it to you, man, puts it to us, through everything he's done, and through everything that we read in here, okay, is he does not mince words, man. The understanding is here. It's here. All right, and as you grow in spirit, the more clear it gets to you, man. Okay? Hey, he gives it to you straight, man. So Job 8 and 9 now. It reads, "For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow." All right. Let me see. Let me see what's up with this. Chapter 7 and verse 6. "My days are swifter than a weaver's shuttle, and are spent without hope." All right. Genesis 47, 9 and 1. That's XLVIII. XLVIII. Oh, I was wrong. Yeah, XLIX. That's what it is. All right, what did it say? Let me see. Where did we come from? Came from Job 8 and 9. Genesis 47 and 9. All right, so oh, 47, excuse me. Almost read the wrong thing. All right, 47 and 9. All right, and Jacob said unto Pharaoh, "The days of the years of my pilgrimage are 130 years. Few and evil have the days of the years of my life been, and have not attained unto the days of the years of the life of my fathers, in the days of their pilgrimage." All right, so these years are getting shorter and shorter and more evil, man. All right, let's see. And there are, yeah, let's go through all of them. We'll see what's up, man. First Chronicles 29 and 15. All right, First Chronicles 29 and 15. It reads, "For we are strangers before thee, and sojourners, as were all our fathers. Our days on the earth are as shadow, and there is none abiding." Okay, let's you know what? For the precepts, I'm going to use this technology. All right. So what was that? It was First Chronicles 29:15. Okay. In the NLT, First Chronicles 29. Excuse me, the AMP. Uh, yeah, in the AMP, First Chronicles 29:15 in the AMP. "For we are sojourners before you, and tenants, as all our fathers were. Our days on the earth are like a shadow, and there is no hope of remaining." Okay. Psalm 144:4. 44. Man is like to vanity. His days are a shadow that passeth away. All right, so we're going, he's just repeating over and over. All right, so we're going to get back on the track of the name. All right, so Job, I'll read all these again. Job 8, this is 8 through 10. All right, for inquire, I pray thee, of the former age, and prepare thyself to the search of their fathers. For we are but of yesterday, and know nothing, because our days upon earth are a shadow. Shall not they teach thee, and tell thee, and utter words out of their heart? Okay, so the former age, okay, is the old paths. And we are supposed to search for our forefathers. Okay? And why do we know nothing? Okay, because our history was destroyed, man. Our history was destroyed. Books burnt up, history hidden. All right, and it's still going on today. It's still going on today as people lie, cover up everything. All right, it takes someone to keep exposing them. It takes the Lord for them to keep being exposed, for them to even halfway admit to something that they lied about or kept secret. Okay? So this is why the Lord said this in Jeremiah 3 and 15. Let's go to Jeremiah 3 and verse 15. It reads, and I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. Okay? So he knew that these things were going to get covered up. These are wicked people that he put in power. All right, but he always had a remnant here. Again, Jeremiah 3 and 15. And I will give you pastors according to mine heart, which shall feed you with knowledge and understanding. All right, even in the Jeremiah 3 and 15 in the A and P. Then, in the final time, I will give you spiritual shepherds after my own heart, who will feed you with knowledge and true understanding. Okay? He already told you about what's happening today. All right, if the truth was already out here, you know, the lie about the J word, Jesus being his name, and these are the people because they are over here in this land, look and see. All right, they're over there in the land, so that has to be them, right? All right. Why would it say in those days, or excuse me, in the final time? All right. Those people are counterfeits over there, man. The truth is coming out now. The true understanding is here now. All right, let's go to Proverbs chapter 4. And verse 7. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. Okay? Proverbs 4 and 7 in the AMP. It says, the beginning of wisdom is get skillful and godly wisdom. It is preeminent. And with all your acquiring, get understanding, actively seeking spiritual discernment, mature comprehension, and logical interpretation. Okay, so understanding is key. All right. have to pray, man. You have to keep praying. And if you're praying to the wrong names, where are those prayers going? If you're praying to the wrong names, what is the true and living God? All right. Thinking about those prayers. Okay. As a matter of fact, who made you pray to the wrong names? That's tough. That's tough. All right. So that was just a little bit of an intro. Lord willing, in the next video, we'll go into this a little bit more, and we will get edification and understanding on this thing that they call the Tetragrammaton. All right. So with that, Kohalal, yaHAWAH, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakaha, Quadash. Double honors to my elders, apostles, and the bishops of Great Millstone, where I have learned this truth and where I am still learning this truth. And shalom to the remnant and the elect of Israel. Lord willing, I am of that number. And Lord willing, we'll see you in the next video. Shalom.